Hopefully, justice will prevail.
Pascal, you are now rocking.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show. One word, hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this conversation. This is breaking news. They are still talking about it live as we speak during the taping of this actual video. Williamson County Sheriff Robert Chody is now being indicted for tampering with evidence involving a case surrounding the death of Javier Ambler. Just a quick synopsis about Ambler and what happened during that involved everything that led up to his death. He was driving in his car. He had his brights on. Apparently, they were trying to pull him over due to the fact that he was not willing to dim his lights. It turned into a 22-minute pursuit where he crashed several times into several different things, finally crashing into something. The cops came up, they tased him 4 times. He said throughout the entire thing that he had a heart condition and that he couldn't breathe. Same things that happened with George Floyd. There was a lot of pressure on him as they tried to detain him. They tased him several times. He had a heart condition, and he later on died right there at the hands of the police right there and then. Now, what's very interesting and different about this particular scenario is that a popular show at the time, Live PD, was following the cops around during this time. So Live PD actually had the footage of showing Javier Ambler's death. Now, of course, in the last video I did in June, the one thing that was really fishy about the situation was Live PD ended up destroying all the footage that they had surrounding Javier Ambler's death. The only footage that they have right now is the actual body cam footage on the police officers that cover the actual death, that actually show you the events that lead up to the death of Javier Ambler. Now, one of the things that people are finding very interesting is that Live PD had the footage and suddenly they deleted everything. Doesn't make any sense. Live PD's host, Dan Abrams, said in television interviews and in a post on his website that sheriff officials initially asked producers to preserve the video. 2 months after Ambler's death, Chody told them, Sheriff Chody told them the investigation was completed. At that point, Abrams said, producers destroyed the video. In public statements, Chody has never described his knowledge about the video. For months, his office fought the release of documents and body camera footage in Ambler's death. He refused to release information to the Statesman in February and made public investigative reports only after the Texas Attorney General's office said it could not withhold the records. Now, these indictments follow weeks of grand jury investigation that included testimony from deputies and others who were at the scene of the night of Ambler's death. Chody turned himself in at the Williamson County Jail, which he also oversees, today, and his bond is set for $10,000. Now, they say that the prosecutors have said that they cannot disclose what they have learned about Chody's role in the video destruction because of the ongoing case. Indicted officials are allowed to continue to serve under Texas law, but can be removed from office if they are convicted. We already know, as some of you guys already know, this man was killed at the hands of the police. There is footage out there, body cam footage that is out there that a lot of people have seen, and it's terrible. It is heart-wrenching to hear him scream, fight for his last breath, try to get out of the situation, him getting tased several times, him basically begging for his life and trying to survive. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. Now, the thing is that what is very strange, like I said in the last video, long time ago, what I find very strange is Why would Live PD suddenly destroy all that footage? Why wouldn't they hold on to it? This doesn't make sense to me at all. When you have footage of somebody dying, you have absolute, unadulterated, unbiased footage that's showing a perspective, that's showing the whole spectrum, that's showing everything, warts and all, for everyone to see. And now you have Sheriff Chody going up out of his way to tell you guys, you can go ahead and destroy it. Now, I understand hearing him, you know, he's the sheriff. You want to trust. You want to trust him. Absolutely. You want to trust him. But then there's a part of it that's like, well, wait a second. Obviously, if he's that quick to tell somebody, hey, just destroy it, you're good. He must be trying to hide something. Given the fact that they've already done an internal investigation in regards to this, and they're indicting him for tampering with evidence involving the death of Javier Ambler, something ain't right here. What's funny, on top of that, is that he just went to the podium and just basically said his whole plea of the reason why the reason why these DAs are going after him is a political stunt. It's all political, has nothing to do with bringing him to justice or anything of that sort. He is still saying that he is innocent. He has not done anything wrong. Yet there are deputies and other officers that were there that are basically saying there are testimonies from former deputies and other officers that are basically talking about what happened that particular night. Then he also, on top of that, tells Live PD to destroy the footage. Something just ain't right. Now, is this man being brought to justice? Or is this for political gain for these two DAs that are going after him right now? At least that's what he's throwing out there and trying to make it seem like. He's turning it around and trying to make it a political thing rather than him just being brought to justice for tampering and destroying evidence that shouldn't have been destroyed in the first place. I really do hope that the truth does come to light, that that if the evidence is or was destroyed and I really do hope that the truth does come to light and the truth does come out. I really do hope that truth comes to light and the truth comes out for everyone to see. If he is the one who was behind it, trying to make people stop and destroy the actual footage, then yes, he should be brought in. He should be charged to the fullest extent of the law. Because again, this is another man that is no longer with us because of just bad choices. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that I really do hope that is figured out here in the near future. As much as he sits there and says, oh, both DAs are doing this because they have elections coming up and they got to look good and everything. It doesn't matter. Long story short, if you were overseeing something and it was corrupt and wrong and you were tampering with evidence, you should be indicted. You should be charged. You should be tried, charged to the fullest extent of the law. Godspeed. It sucks that this man is no longer with us. And, you know, my thoughts and prayers go to his family. And I hope Ambler's family gets the justice that they are searching for and get the justice they deserve. You know, it's funny because right now you look at Breonna Taylor's case and there's a lot of people that feel like that whole situation was swept under the rug. There is footage out there. There's body cam footage that has leaked out there of, for example, of people seeing a cop going and helping the guy who got shot in the leg, but then that's all we have. That's the only footage that we have. There's some weird stuff that's out there. There's some weird stuff that's not being put out there, and that is suspect. And then when this situation happens with Javier Ambler and there is footage that was knowingly destroyed, something ain't right, man.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.